So you've probably heard all about the bareMinerals new foundation, bareSkin, came out in May, right? It's supposedly some kind of lightweight serum foundation. Well, I got some samples of it from Sephora and from Ulta and tried it out in a couple of different colors to see if it was worth my money. It's almost $30. I didn't like it. It was okay, but for the cost, I didn't like it. It tended to settle in my lines and seemed oily to me. But I was still intrigued by the idea of a lightweight serum type foundation. And so while I was scrolling around on Ulta during a 40% off sale, I found the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Cosmeceutical Youth Boosting Spotless Foundation and Brush with SPF 15. This foundation is supposed to reduce the appearance of spots by 67%, and you are supposed to look up to 10 years younger instantly. It is similar to the bareMinerals in that it has a slow delivery method. With bareMinerals, it's a little, you just turn it, there's no dropper, but anyways, it's drop at a time. But with this, you have an actual dropper, and you can do one drop at a time. This comes with a brush, and you'll see that mine looks used because I've been using this to kind of get the hang of it. And a lot of people do not like this brush, I've noticed from the reviews I've seen, but I'm going to show you that it can be used, although it's not my favorite either. A couple of quick things to let you know. The particular color I got is medium beige, and it seemed to work really well for my skin. The directions tell you to shake the Youthful Wear Spotless Foundation really well. So we're going to shake it up pretty good, and I'm going to show you application 3 different ways. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is use the brush that comes with it. I'm supposed to get a few drops and put it on the brush. There, that's 4 drops. Now, I'm going to do my forehead. Yeah. So the thing is it's like penciling in, because the brush is extremely stiff and it seems to soak up a lot of the foundation. So you can use the brush that comes with it. It just doesn't, in my opinion, do a great job. It doesn't feel good. I'm used to using better quality brushes than this, and it's not my favorite. But anyways, I've put it on, and as you can see, that's how it looks. It's not extremely streaky like I've had some people say when they use the brush that it was very streaky. I guess it's possible, but you saw I just kind of, you know, scribbled. It's like an eraser. I scribbled it around, and it seemed to apply it okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a beauty blender. This is the pure version, which was white, but no matter how much I wash it, it's staying icky looking. And I'm just going to put 2 drops on the damp beauty blender, and I'll do this side. So I just got a few dots on. Actually, I should have got 3, so I'm going to get 1 more there. And begin patting it in. It seems to me with the damp beauty blender that you always get a lighter coverage, that it's just a little bit more transparent. That's just my personal observations. So there you go. I'm just going to pull down onto my neck, keep things even. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do, because not everyone has a beauty blender and not everyone's going to like this brush to sit here and feel like you're like penciling in your whole face, I'm going to just take a few drops and use my hands. So I'm going to start with 2 and just smooth it on. Get a little bit, just a little bit, to rub on my nose and mouth, chin area. And that's how that looks. So you can use it with the brush, with your own brush, but you can also just use your hands. And when you use your hands, it gives you slightly better coverage than with the Beauty Blender. And you use less product because it doesn't soak into your hands, so it gets distributed on your face. Now, just for the sake of evenness, I am going to go ahead and get a little more and just do my whole face with my hands so that everything will come out even and I won't walk around with a lopsided face today. And if you happen to have like some areas that need a little more coverage, as far as coverage goes, you've seen what I've just done, but you'll see that you can still see some of my darker sunspots and stuff. It doesn't completely cover them, so it's not a high coverage foundation. I would say it's kind of a medium coverage foundation, but let's see if it's buildable. I've got a little bit more, and I'm just going to kind of work in this area where that sunspot is. And it definitely diminished it even further. The thing that I really like about this makeup, personally, is that it feels light, and even though I get decent coverage, I don't look like I have a lot of makeup on like I do with some of the other types of makeup I've been using. And the other thing that I really like about this makeup is that it's very affordable, especially compared to bareMinerals. I used the bareMinerals foundation, the new bareSkin one. The consistency is a little bit oilier to me than this. They basically are supposed to do the same thing, but with the bareMinerals, I found makeup caking up in these lines right here and right here. So basically, if you are an older person like myself and you have a few lines and wrinkles, that bareSkin makeup, at least on me, and I do admit that I have super oily skin and that may be a contributing factor, but that makeup, it caked up, it gathered up in my creases. So, you know, for the cost of that makeup, right at $30, or you can get this one, which I think this runs about $14, but I got it while it was half or 40% off on the Ulta website. So I got it like less than $8. I would much rather pay $8 or even, you know, $14 for this, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the same size as the bareSkin one. And that way, if I don't love it, I haven't invested $30, you know. I'll get back later and show you some shots after I've worn it all day. So it's been about 7 or 8 hours now, and I was just going to show you how this foundation did over time. And where I had problems before was right here, and as you can see, there is a little bit of clumping up there. Right here was really bad with the bareMinerals, but there's virtually nothing there. So as far as I'm concerned, Youthful Wear Spotless by Physicians Formula actually worked better on my face than the bareMinerals did. Now, as you can see, I've got some shine going on up here, but the bareMinerals, after I used it, it was a lot shinier. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. Seems to be a good choice. There's not a lot of color selection, but I think the colors are kind of forgiving. As long as you're not super duper pale, you may have some problems trying to match up if you're really, really pale. But I think if you are more of the general colors that most people are, one of the colors that they have should match up for you pretty easily. So anyways, happy to have a $7 product in place of a nearly $30 product that works actually better for me. Don't know if this is actually going to change like my actual skin. You know, underneath it talks about minimizing spots and discolorations and things like that over time, because it is a serum and it's supposed to actually be doing that, not just covering it up so you look like that, but actually changing your skin. Who knows? I don't know. But it's a good foundation for $7 on sale, $14 normally. And even if it doesn't change my skin, I like it anyhow. Till next time, live beautifully.